Hi there, I'm Bev with Blessed Be Boutique, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes to share with you how Blessed Be Boutique began. I normally love to hear about people's adventures, and I usually am all ears about their trips that they take and their experiences. But about 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. My sister-in-law, Beth, had told me that she wanted to go on a mission trip to Peru. I couldn't understand why she wanted to go the whole way to Peru, and it was like there was this mental block, and I just didn't want to hear about it. I truly believe that sometimes we can't hear something until we have the ears to hear it. And we often don't see something until we have the eyes to see it. And it was just not my time to hear about that trip. Well, then 2 years later, she started talking about going back to Peru. And all of a sudden, my interest was piqued. Every time she talked about it, I was full of questions and I wanted to know more, and I made her repeat all the stories she had told me 2 years previously. And I drank in all the information that she was willing to share with me. I now had the ears to hear about it and the eyes to see it, and my heart and my mind were now open to it as well, and I couldn't get enough of it. So I went to the Amazon jungle in Peru for 10 days with her in 2013. To say that it was a life-changing trip would be a complete understatement. I saw how eager they were to learn about God there. I saw how willing they were to share their excitement over receiving a Bible. I was able to mimic their excitement while I was there. I know that I didn't look at people the same after I came back. I didn't think about my faith the same after I came back. But the question is, could I follow through with that same excitement once I did get back? The answer was a little, but not enough. 2 years later, I again went to Peru with my husband Frank and our two daughters, Becca and Jillian, and we met a man there named Freddie. His grandfather carved these simple, small wooden crosses, and Freddie sold them to the tourists along with other jewelry, and that is how he and his family made their living. So I purchased 100 of these wooden crosses with an idea of how I could sell them as a fundraiser for my future trips, because there was no doubt I was going back. When I got home, I wanted to recreate the excitement I had felt when I was in Peru, and I wanted to share my faith as openly as I had in Peru. The locals there had seen a side of me that the people in the U.S. had not seen, and they had come to expect me to share my faith every time they saw me. But the problem was, back home, I hadn't always shared my faith. I kind of hesitated unless somebody else brought it up first. I was worried that I wouldn't know enough about the Bible, or I'd say the wrong thing, or I'd share the wrong story, or I wouldn't be strong enough to stand up for what I believed if I was confronted in some way. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever been totally fine with preaching to the choir, as in talking to other Christians about your faith, but you struggle with being the one to bring it up first? So I started wearing these little wooden crosses that Freddie sold me, and people would ask me about it. And it helped to open doors for conversations about my faith. So I began to sell them as a fundraiser. It wasn't long after that I decided to open my online boutique called Blessed Be Boutique, and it was to help other believers share their faith with Christian jewelry and gifts. I realized that if one simple wooden cross necklace could open doors for me, what could additional jewelry choices do for others? Could a simple cross or a heart or a butterfly be good conversation starters? And the answer is yes, it is. My customers tell me so all the time. Has there been a time when you wanted to share your faith but you didn't know how? Or you wanted to share your faith with others by giving them a special gift for a special occasion? What have you found that has helped you share your faith more confidently? Have you learned to work through it, or are you still struggling? I'd love to know more how I can help you feel more confident in your faith. In the coming weeks, I'll be sharing different devotionals, different coloring pages, and different jewelry items that I carry in my boutique. I hope that they will help you as much as they've helped me. If you have any suggestions on what we can use in our boutique, please just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Have a blessed day.